Well, hello, and welcome to another episode of 3 Foot Good. I'm Darren.
I'm Tyler.
And I'm Rich.
And in this episode, we're going to talk about
the news, kind of.
Yeah, the
Well, our last episode was we were talking about how Worlds was done. Adepticon moved to Milwaukee, and we just assumed there was going to be a Frontline Gaming tournament circuit thing, which there is. By the time even the video went up, it was in there.
Yes.
We're going to be a part of it, which is actually kind of cool.
We are way cool, very excited about it.
Yeah.
So there's a tournament circuit, LVO, I think.
LVO Invitational Series. It's the LVOIS, I think is what they're calling it.
Is that what they're calling it?
Something like that.
I don't know. I'm just excited about it because I go to LVO
every year.
Every year,
Yeah.
right?
I'm kind of jealous now because they're doing a whole bunch of Legion
Going to
at
be
LVO.
a ton of Legion, a ton of all kinds of cool games, ton of championships and stuff. And
Tons of different things. And yeah, it's going to be cool.
Really looking forward to it. Yeah.
And then.
Well, okay, so
they kind of announced. Different thing.
Yeah. So AMG, right?
AMG
announced they were done with Worlds.
They announced that on the 16th.
Right, on the 16th.
They released, hey, this is our new format.
We're not doing this anymore.
Right, we're doing grand tournaments.
Inclusive.
We're going to do multiple little ones to include more things because the Worlds was too narrow and it was bottlenecking. So we're going to do these big things, multiple regional grand tournaments.
We're not going to do Worlds.
Right. And then on 2 weeks later,
after
Frontline Gaming and
announced that they were doing the whole
the World Invitational thing.
Worlds-ish.
It's not Worlds. They're not calling it Worlds.
No,
it's the Invitational series.
Worlds-ish. It's not Worlds.
It's Worlds by another name.
Yeah, but anyway, shortly after
2 weeks after AMG made their initial announcement, and then probably it was a couple days or a week after that Frontline Gaming made the announcement. Hey, we're going to do this. Submit your stuff.
Coincidence.
Then, probably within a week to 10 days of that, 2 weeks from their original thing saying Worlds is dead. Well, not really, I guess.
Worlds is back.
Kind of. It's a World Open Championship is what they're terming it. That is at Adepticon next year. So, the premise of this, how this is going to work according to their article is there's going to be 2 different qualifying heats. So, 2 last chance qualifiers.
Sort of.
That then the top whatever cut get to make it to the main tournament. So, I don't know if this is going to be a Thursday, Friday, and then
Thursday heat, Friday heat,
and then Saturday, Sunday will be
that'd be my guess.
Thing.
Yeah.
Nothing. No, we don't know anything about that. But they're doing a World's Open final. So it's not a World Championship. It's a World Open Finals.
Yeah, so basically what you're going to have to do is when it goes live, Adepticon goes live, you're going to have to sit in front of your computer or your phone or whatever and then try and log in.
Right.
Get your tickets and get on there before
maybe
everybody else tries to do
it.
Right.
Maybe that's how they're going to do it. I don't know. It's
know.
an open and they're saying all you have to do is compete and win these heats. So
I predict that they're going to change their mind again next week.
All right.
That's a prediction from Rich.
Right. Dan already called us out saying about how our last video was just to get the clicks because we said Worlds was done. Because we were upset because Worlds was done. And now Worlds isn't done. So whatever.
Yeah.
I don't. But they're doing this for all of their games. So it's not just Legion. They're doing it for X-Wing, Armada, Shatterpoint, and Marvel Crisis. So it's not just a Legion thing. And so maybe it was what the plan was always going to be, and they just dropped the ball in the communication.
I'm sure that's what it was.
So Worlds is kind of dead, but kind of back. But it's it's going to be more inclusive because now only those that can get to Milwaukee on their own dime and get a ticket can go and compete. So it's not really going to be a Worlds again. We're going to have this.
They're not saying Worlds is more inclusive. The grand tournaments are more.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
No, but that's why they canceled the World Tournament Series was because it wasn't as inclusive.
So if you got all that, we're just as fucking confused about what they're doing as you guys are.
So
I'm
still going to go to Adepticon. I'm hopeful to play Legion. We'll see what's available there. I'm really wishing I could go to LVO because they've already said that they're going to have a 128 person tournament. That's what the invitation is going to be. It's going to be 128 people, but they're doing their own last chance qualifier to fill it to 128 on how their point systems and whatnot works. And then they're also going to try and get a grand tournament.
Through AMG, yeah.
Yep. Luminous Gaming's, Jordan from Florida, doing Luminous Gaming's, was just on the Stabcast podcast. So if you guys haven't gone to them, go check them out because they are actually the longest running Legion podcast. They started before Legion even was officially out. When it got announced, they started doing podcasts.
I love that.
Yep.
You're a knowledgeable guy.
I've listened to all their episodes.
Yeah.
So, but he was talking about how they have applied to get a grand tournament and they want to run that alongside their thing because they're like, more Legion is better. Like, it's not exclusive between the two.
Right.
They can live together. So, but so
Yeah, I don't know.
how'd you think that conversation went, Darren, with AMG? I mean, with unknown game company.
I think there was a conversation, and I think it kind of went maybe something like this. Sir, I believe we might have a problem. I don't think we have a problem. I think we're doing just fine. No, sir, I'm pretty sure we have a problem. Fine. What's the problem? Well, you know that game we cut certain events because we wanted to save money? I'm very aware that we're saving money on those events. Well, someone else has decided to take up the slack from that. Yeah, and I think it's going to cut into some money. Wait a minute. What do you mean it's going to cut into some money? Well, you see, the reason a lot of these folks came to our event was because of your event that you canceled. And we got a bigger place to hold your event that you canceled. I'm still not seeing the problem. Sir, what he's trying to say is not as many people are going to come to the event now that you canceled your event in the event. Okay, now I'm starting to see a problem. Yeah, because we do all kinds of stuff there. We announce all kinds of really cool stuff there. And they're not going to come because it's going to be someplace that's kind of cold that time of year. And they're not going to want to go there. And the other place is really nice that time of year. It's got all kinds of extra stuff to go to. And, well, they could probably bring some of their families and do some of that extra stuff. And it's before our event. It's going to cause a problem. Well, how about this? How about we just put the event back on? But we got rid of the event. You said it wasn't going to happen. You said it wasn't inclusive enough. They'll never know the difference. Just change the name, and they'll come. Okay. I don't know if that made sense or not. Or okay.
Oh my god, dude, that was great.
Okay.
Dude, that might top Cut Finder. Like,
How did it
when
work?
he does his magic,
Yeah.
it's probably gonna be awesome.
I bet we could do, or I could do like a meeting, me being 3 different people, and what I think actually happened.
All right.
So I don't know.
So
that may or may not have been how that went. I'm just guessing something like that.
It's your opinion.
Could have maybe gone that way.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe those 3 actors were completely off base. But
I was reading more of just rereading the article while that was going on, and I love how they made it seem like this was always the plan, and maybe it was always the plan.
It could have been. It could have
been
always been the plan.
But then
It was never the plan.
it needed to have been marketed at the same time, not 2 weeks later. I mean, like, that should have been one article. Should have been like, we're getting rid of the World Championship Series. We're going to do these grand tournaments. But at Adepticon, we're still going to do this same thing.
I'm sure it was always the plan.
What
I
FFG did the first year and called it Worlds, but then everybody was like, well, it wasn't Worlds. because people from other countries couldn't come
Yeah,
because it was only Americans that were there.
dude,
So,
I think they got such a kickback from everybody being pissed that that's what there's going to be, and I think there are other forces involved in that kickback.
Yeah.
And I think possibly there was a meeting, probably a Zoom. Could be a Zoom meeting. Yeah.
We'll never know.
We won't.
But regardless,
Yeah. And
LVO has a cool circuit thing going
so
on.
looking forward to that. So looking forward to that.
I wish I could go.
Yeah.
I love the way they're doing their system. Their system is if you win a event qualifier, which the Fall Brawl is an event qualifier, so the winner of that tournament will have an invite into the game. But the top 8 earn points.
Right.
And once you earn enough points, then you can go as well.
So you don't actually have to win events.
You don't have to win.
But you do have to go to
You have to play events.
Yeah, play events.
I mean, so
yeah, which is
like
cool.
it's the best of both worlds.
Right.
It's the best of both worlds.
Right. And if you stay with this list long, this one's for you, and you know who I'm talking to.
Yeah, I mean that was real. I mean, the RRG updated.
Oh, and that was just today, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
So they pretty much just added in the new keywords that are coming from Clone Commandos and Range Troopers and that stuff.
Already broken.
In Bad Batch. And the internet has already said that Commandos are broken and they need to be nerfed. And
can't have no
we can't. We are still paying for Rex and Rexstar. We will always
We're gonna
pay
for
for
Rexstar
that
forever.
forever.
That's all right.
So I guess we just gotta start playing Rebels again. But so go check out the new RRG. It just pretty much clarifies the new keywords. There was nothing major in there. I think the only thing that wasn't new thing related is it talked about how line of sight only matters for ranged attacks. If you are engaged in melee with someone and you can't see them, they can still be a casualty. It specifically states line of sight for ranged attacks.
Oh, because people were probably trying to...
Well, they were supposed to move, but like if they were engaged with someone else, you can't move them from like around a corner.
Right. Okay.
And so then they would be out of line of sight. Be like, oh, you don't have line of sight? You can't kill that.
Right. Okay.
I've never had that issue. I've never
either.
seen that at any of my events. But now it's for certain doesn't matter. So
yeah.
But they need to change that back to have their changes in red, not blue, because all of their example text is in blue. So it's really hard when you're flipping through a PDF looking for blue stuff. I think I found, oh, that's a huge... No, never mind. It's whatever. Why are you still watching this?
Quit watching us.
Go roll some dice.